Speaking of hot seats, AFC West, how hot is the seat on Josh McDaniels?
I don't believe that it's a hot seat for Josh McDaniels right now. I don't think that it's up to anybody's expectations how things have gone this season. But when he got hired, this was always my concern for the program, which was this is not Josh taking over a bad team. This is not him rebuilding. He took over a playoff team, and it's a playoff team with a bunch of veteran dudes and big personalities. And knowing Josh's history, and he learned a lot from what happened in Denver. But naturally, when you come from New England and you come into a place that was under the John Gruden regime, which runs things completely differently, and there are just unique elements of a Gruden type of a staff. There were a lot of people from still the Al Davis days who were still in the building, who were used to doing things one way for a long time. When you come in and just say, we're going to do things differently, our schedule is going to be different, we're going to practice differently, our scheme's going to change, you need to show instant results. And that's without even saying, we traded for Devontae Adams.
Right.
We signed Chandler Jones. We're going for it. Everybody gets extensions. Max Crosby and Derek Carr and Hunter Renfrow. Everybody gets paid. When it doesn't go well, now you have to try to figure out, how do we keep this thing together? How do we keep the locker room in the right place here and build? It just, knowing that he was going to make substantive changes, it was going to be hard for him. And that's why they needed to start fast this season. They did not. Is that
sucking?
Is that going to lead? I love that one. Is that going to lead to?
Fan. Not anymore.
Is that going to lead to Mark Davis, who this was his big score? This was the biggest move. Obviously Gruden was a massive one too, but this was his big move. We're luring the guy who wouldn't take. He turned down all these other jobs. He backed out on Indy. We're getting Josh McDaniels in here. Is that going to cause Mark to pivot after 1 year? When you really had a 2-year plan, if you look at how they did all those contracts, we're going to try to win these 2 years with this core. They didn't blow it up at the deadline. That should tell you a lot. If these guys thought we are going to have to blow this up and we might get fired, you would tear it down in order to say, all right, we're now going to build toward the future. We're going to pivot. They didn't do that. They didn't trade Darren Waller. They didn't trade Max Crosby. So we'll see over the next 8 weeks. It's going to be one of the interesting situations to watch. But no, I have no reason to believe at this time that Josh McDaniels is on the hot seat.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.